Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. And also Shalom, citations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith. My name is Tabwa Ahmad of Great Millstone Northwest. And put together a lesson, Salakia, real quick as I change the display settings on my phone so that way the screen doesn't go out and I'll have to restart this video. I put together a lesson today and I'm going to entitle it Escape the Vanity. And this is a lesson that I've put together first and foremost for myself, and secondly for the edification of the church, hoping that there's a brother who, Lord willing, needs to hear these words as much as I myself do, and that he is able to grow thereby. All right. So yeah, escaping the vanity, man. You know, there's a lot of things we know we're surrounded by vanity. In fact, we're going to go ahead and grab Ecclesiastes inside the scriptures, which speaks a lot about vanity, which vanity also comes with vexation of spirit, you know. But you can't allow things that are vain, which means empty. We'll look up the definition in the blue letter for the word vain. You can't allow these things, and Salakia, I'm a little under the weather. You can't allow these things that are vain or are empty or have no meaning towards the truth. You cannot allow that to be able to like actually affect you in a negative way, to get you upset or to get you get you in a foul mood based off of something that really doesn't matter, you know. So let me grab this scripture real quick. Let's open the blue letter Bible so we can look up the word vanity and also the word vexation. All right, and let's grab. All right, whatever. Let's grab the book of Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, and let's grab verse 14. And it reads, I have seen all the works that are that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Okay, so what's Solomon speaking about here, all right, is that all the works that are under the sun, like everything, is based on vanity and vexation of spirit. All right, if it's not heavenly, it's earthly, and if it's earthly, it's vain. All right, and with the vainness comes a vexation of spirit. All right, there comes a little bit that's going to upset you. There comes a little bit that's going to get you riled up. But some of these things, really, when you think about it, it shouldn't be able to get you riled up. All right, like case in point, say a video game shouldn't be able to get you riled up to where like your whole day is jacked up. You know, you chilling with brothers, or say even like a board game or a card game. You know, say you're sitting there, brothers is chilling together, and you're playing a board game or a card game. You know, that the way that board game or that card game goes shouldn't be enough to have you to where for the rest of the night or for the rest of the time you're chilling with those brothers, you got yourself like a little bit of an attitude based on the way that went. You know, that's that, and I'm using that as a small example. All right, I'm using that as a small example of something that should not be able to get you to where you're not behaving yourself, basically. All right. And like I said, this is a lesson for myself first and foremost. And I'm hoping that with this lesson, it also brings about some clarification and some edification towards another brother that may be struggling with the same thing. And Lord willing, through the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, these words will reach, whoever's ears it needs to reach. All right. That's the whole reason any of us ever do videos, is for the edification of the camp, edification of ourselves first. All right, as we grow, as we move from being a demon from the world to an actual spiritual man, following after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. As we make that transition, we're gonna come across certain little things about ourselves, or we're gonna see certain little things, which is going to which will pull out these lessons from us. Okay, so let's get back to that. Let's get back to that Ecclesiastes. It says, well, let's look up these words: interlinear, And we're looking at the words for vanity and for vexation of spirit. All right, first word is vanity, and the word is habal. Habal. And the word, it says vapor, breath, vapor, vanity, vainly. All right, vanity, vain, all together. Um, Emptiness or vanity, figuratively something transitory or unsatisfactory. All right, meaning it doesn't matter. It's transitory. It doesn't have any weight to it. All right, just like a vapor or a breath, it's gone in an instant. You know, and that's what a lot of these things inside this world that we currently live in, a lot of the things are definitely empty and vain because they have no value to them. They have no weight to them. They will not be translated over into the kingdom. So therefore they are basically worthless. All right. Now, granted, we live in a world where we're surrounded by worthless things, and some of the things you will have to, take a little bit of care of, like your car, so you can get to and fro, to work and to camp and to handle your business, as an example. All right, but other things such as sports, or as I mentioned before, games, video games, or any of these distraction movies and dates with your woman and so on and so forth. All that's vain. That holds no value when it comes to doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So therefore, it is transitory. All right, it's unsatisfactory when you really think about what it is that satisfies your soul. All right, often used as an adverb altogether, vain and vanity. All right. Let's look to see what's down here at the lexicon. It says used as a gentle breeze, breathing and breath and breathing used as a gentle breeze, of the breath of the mouth, let's see. Used for anything transitory, evanescent or frail. For the days are as a breath, riches vain, more quickly than a breath, childhood and youth, or vanity, right? Because think about your childhood and your youth. Things that you cared about in your childhood, you don't even think about nowadays, man. And things that you had in your childhood and things that you experienced in your childhood, nowadays, it seems like it was so far away, and most days it won't cross your mind unless it was something traumatic, unless it was something that was impactful, that helped shape your character. You don't think about it. You can't think of all the days that you played outside. I can't think about how many trees I've climbed, or you know, all the words that I've said as a child. I can't think about stuff like that. I can't remember, or I can't recall things like that. And it's likewise with this current life that we're going through, these current tribulations that we're going through, or these current times that we're going through. It's going to be the same thing once we're in the kingdom. We won't remember everything. Shit, I can't even remember for the most part what I said last week. I can't even remember everything I ate 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So it's vain. It's vanity. It's no reason for you to be able to allow it to get you up out of yourself, or to get you in a foul mood or a foul spirit, when things are vain. You shouldn't be able to, like, a sports game should not be able to have you, pretty much where you're in a pissed off mood. It's just a sports game. It's vanity. These things are not anything that's gonna um uh anything that's gonna translate into any. It's not permanent towards your salvation or anyone else's salvation. So you shouldn't be able to allow something as a sports game or a video game, or you know so on and so forth. You shouldn't be able to allow those things to make you upset. Watching your TV show and your favorite character dies should not that shouldn't be something that really affects you so much to where now you're pissed off. Hey, man, hey, you gotta be able to let these vain things go. And as I said, I'm speaking to myself first, and to the brethren also. And Lord willing, the message is received. Lord willing, the message actually is received. All right, let's look up the word vexation. um let's look up the word vexation. So let me go back. Let's look up this word vexation, because it is going to make you mad. Some of these things is going to make you mad. Some of these things will upset you. All right, so this is the word vexation, and the word looks like uh raiwath Raiwath is how I'm going to pronounce it, and Salaki if I'm mispronouncing that, but I'm thinking it says Raiwath, which means longing, striving, vexation, feeding upon, grasping after, vexation. Says desire, study of a thing. Vain pursuit, a vain pursuit. That's pretty much what it says here. So let's go to Google and let's figure out what it is that Google has to say about these. Let's stop that. Let's see what Google has to say about these words here. All right, so let's first type in vanity. Slack. Vanity. There we go. Let's first type in vanity. All right. It says vanity, excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements, the quality of being worthless or futile. So that's what vanity means, man. All right, excessive pride or admiration in one's own appearance or achievements. All right, that would definitely be vain. To have pride in yourself would definitely be vain, and also the quality of being worthless or futile. So everything under the sun, everything that's on this earth, the physical, the material things, the things that pertain to this world, it all has the quality of being worthless or futile, because it's either for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai or it's not. All right, and if it's not for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, well, guess what category it falls under? It falls under the quality of being worthless or futile. All right, let's look up this other word, vexation. Vexation. All right, and it says the state of being annoyed, frustrated, or worried. The state of being annoyed, frustrated, or worried, something that causes annoyance, frustration, or worry. All right. So some things will actually frustrate you. Some things will cause worry or annoyance, but it should be the right things. It should be the things that you see that are going on that's wickedness. It shouldn't be these trivial things such as sports or games or food. Now Jake get upset about their food, man. You know. But seeing somebody that's not in the truth eat bacon, you shouldn't allow that to piss you off. You know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody that's completely, you know what I'm saying, a complete stranger eating shrimp that shouldn't piss you off to where you get mad and now you complaining all about, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody you got to consider your brothers. They can recognize this stuff too. They can recognize that this place is wicked as well. So you don't got to sit there and complain to them about 30 minutes worth about this complete stranger that's not even an Israelite eating some fucked up food, you know. That shouldn't be able to get you up out of yourself. I'm going to jump to the Apocrypha real quick, and I'm going to get 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. And we just went over this at camp as well. Us here at Great Millstone Northwest, this past week, we went into 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. All right. But I'm going to read it again because it speaks towards this lesson as well. It says, let go of the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. All right. Set aside the thoughts, verse 15, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So there is no point in you like really dwelling on things that are burdens to men. All right, because you have to put off that weak nature. We're supposed to be putting on our girding our loins like a man. All right, like a righteous man. All right, we're supposed to be putting on the spiritual armor. So you got to put off this weak nature. You got to put off these things that upset you so much, that have nothing to do with anything, you know, but are somehow able to upset you. You got to find a way to break free from that. You got to find a way to escape the vanity. All right, you got to find a way to escape the vanity, and that's so important to all of us, just for us to be able to make it, you know, because offenses come when you start getting upset about things that really don't matter. Hey, you're more liable to start offending your brother. You know, you're more liable to start offending those that's around you because you're the one that's upset over things that really you don't have any business being upset about. All right, and I hope that's making sense. I hope I'm making sense with what I'm saying here. All right, let's jump back to the book of Ecclesiastes. Um, but I want to go to chapter 7. All right, and read verse 9. All right, it says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools." All right. Again, be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools, man. All right, we're supposed to be cool, calm, and collected, especially about things that don't matter, man. You know, your TV breaks, all right, that sucks. That's no reason to have a piss poor attitude. You know what I'm saying? You break your phone, all right, that sucks, man. You know, but that's no reason to have a piss poor attitude. You know, these things are supposed to happen. You know, your car breaks down, all right. Hey, I've been on the road plenty of time where something went wrong with my car, whether it be, and I'm talking about on the freeway doing about 70 miles per hour or so, you know, and a tire blows out. I've had my hood fly up in the middle of it was early in the morning, still dark out, slightly foggy, and my hood flew up on my car and cracked the shit out my windshield. You know, I didn't freak out. I already was watching the road and seeing where the cars were around me. I was in the middle lane too. You know, I wasn't by a shoulder. But all I did was I started to slow down, put my blinker on, and calmly merged over, using my mirrors, seeing what was behind me. You know, already having that mental picture of what was in front of me and which lanes was open, which ones wasn't. And you know, through the Spirit, the Most High guided me to the shoulder to where I was able to get to the shoulder safely, take that hood off, and then I went into work because that's where I was heading at the time, was to work. You know, and just drove my car without the hood for the day to work, and worried about that problem after work. You know, some things will piss you off, but other things won't. And these things that are small that do piss you off, you got to contain it, man. You know, contain that within yourself. Don't let it seep out outwardly. You know, like I said, you got to find a way to escape the vanity. Let's jump to another scripture real quick that's likened on to this one, which is found in the book of Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 29. All right, it says, "He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit excelleth folly." All right. So when you're slow to wrath, you are of great understanding. That's exercising your understanding, because you understand that, okay, yeah, that made me mad, but is that really something that I need to show action upon? All right? Or is that something that I could sort out in my own mind? You know, is that a weakness that I have, or is that something that really needs to be addressed with anger? You know, you have to be of an understanding heart. We are trying to be likened onto the Most High Power Himself. You know, we have to be like onto the Most High Power Himself, and the Most High is slow to wrath. All right, that's told in Psalms chapter 103. Matter of fact, let's grab it. We got time. Let's go to Psalms chapter 1 verse it's like a chapter 103. It's verse 8, I believe. Yes. All right. So it says, "The Lord Yahweh is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy." All right. So likewise, you have to be merciful and slow to anger. All right. You got to be merciful and slow to anger. If a brother pisses you off, that's fine. You know, sometimes that will happen. You know what you do? You sort it out. If it was a great offense, you talk to the brother about it, man. If it was a great offense, you talk to the brother about it. If it was something petty, you know, if it was something petty, let it go, man. You know, be the bigger man, take the L and let it go. And this is like I said, I'm talking to myself first, and then on to the brethren, because this is something that I've been realizing within myself for these past couple of weeks. You know, just realizing that a lot of things are not worthy. It's not worth my time nor anyone else's time for me to be upset about this. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. It really isn't. Okay, my favorite team, and brothers are aware of this, my favorite team for sports is Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, granted, I don't watch them. I don't watch their game. I haven't caught a single game this whole season. You know, I barely watched them last season or anything, but that's just the team that I chose, that I like. I'm from Oklahoma. You know, we finally got a basketball team. That's our first professional sports team. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm all in. Thunder, let's do it. I'll buy a Thunder hat. You know, but I'm not gung ho about the team to where if they lose or if they win, it's gonna make me mad. I'm breaking stuff and I'm upset and I'm cussing and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let it get to me about that because I really don't care. At the end of the day, I really don't care. There are some brothers that do care about their sports teams though. That's from the city that they're from. Me, I already understand that it's vanity. You know, I didn't care about it too much in the world. I don't really care about it too much now. You know, it's and for different brothers is very different. Some brothers their sports team their sports team loses and they get in an upset mood, and that's not what this work is about, man. Because really, it's vanity, it's vexation of spirit. You know, you got to put off that weak nature and not be hasty in anger. All right, because really it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You know, but let's. I want to end this on a more positive note. All right, because I think I already approved that point, or you know, I've put out that message to where it can be received. So I want to end on a positive note, and I want to go to Philippians chapter 4 verse 8, and this is one of my favorite scriptures to read, just because it's like I said, it's more positive, and it's giving you something that you should be able to fill your mind with. If you can't fill your mind with these things that's vain or these things that's vanity, or the things that's going to make a vexation onto you, then you should be filling your mind with things that are more righteous. All right, things that are more pleasing unto the heavenly Father. So let's read this. This is Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good, are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. All right. So that's really what you can fill your mind with, is the things things that are pleasing unto the heavenly Father. Things that if you're applying to yourself will make you a more righteous person, rather than these things that really are going to come to naught in a very short amount of time. You know, a lot of our problems are going to be solved the moment this society crumbles. You know, a lot of the things that plague us and vex us is going to be out the window the moment the society crumbles. Then we'll have a whole new plethora of things to deal with. You know, but a lot of these vain things that's out there, these entertainments, these distractions, it's not worth you actually having in your mind on being pissed off about, or being angry about, or so on and so forth. You know, but again, like I said, on to myself first, on to brothers next. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying, and Lord willing, to whoever's ears this is supposed to go to, Lord willing, that it actually does, that message actually gets passed on to them, you know. So, again, all praise, glory, and honor unto the Most High Power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule exceptionally well. And shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to all you sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith. All right. Until next time, brethren, shalom.